The thing that learned my hunger. The first time Eli heard his name, it came from inside his own mouth. Eli. He hadn't spoken. The storm wasn't supposed to happen. One moment, the forest was quiet, just wind brushing through dead branches. The next, it was swallowed whole. Snow fell so thick it erased the world in minutes. The trail disappeared. The sky vanished. Even sound felt buried. Eli tried to retrace his steps, but every direction looked the same, and worse, every direction felt the same, like the forest wasn't letting him leave. By the time he found the cabin, his fingers were numb, his thoughts slow and drifting. The structure leaned unnaturally, like it had grown there instead of being built. The wood was dark, too dark, like it had absorbed something over time. The windows were blacked out from the inside. No tracks led to it, not even his own. Still, he went in, because something in him whispered, "You've already been here." Inside, the air was thick, not with rot, with breath, warm, damp, like the cabin itself was alive and exhaling slowly. The walls were covered in scratches, hundreds of them, deep, vertical lines, some fresh, some so old they had sunk into the wood like scars, counting marks, but they weren't evenly spaced. They got closer together, faster, desperate. Eli touched one, and for a second, he remembered making it. He pulled his hand back. "No," he muttered. "No, that's not." "Eli." He froze. That voice hadn't come from outside. It came from behind him. The cabin had no second room. He was sure of it. But now, there was a door, slightly open, breathing. The smell hit him first. Warm meat, fresh, sweet in a way that made his stomach twist violently. He stepped closer before realizing he hadn't decided to move. Something inside him was pulling. "Don't," he whispered to himself, but his hand reached for the door anyway and pushed. Inside was a smaller room, low ceiling, no windows. In the center, a table, and on it, a body. Eli staggered back. It was him, same jacket, same boots, same face, except the chest was opened, neatly, carefully, like something had taken its time. The corpse's eyes snapped open. "Too slow," it said. Eli screamed, stumbling backward into the main room, slamming into the wall. The door behind him was gone, no second room, no body, just the scratches. His breath came in sharp, uneven bursts. "I'm hallucinating," he whispered. "Hypothermia. That's all. That's all. You're remembering." This time, the voice came from everywhere, from the walls, from the floor, from inside his skull. The hunger hit him then, hard, sudden, like something had reached inside his stomach and twisted. Eli doubled over, gasping. "I just ate," he said. "I had food. I had—" He stopped. He couldn't remember eating, not today, not yesterday, not for a long time. "You forget that part first," the voice said gently. "Then you forget what you were." Something moved in the corner. Eli turned slowly. At first he thought it was a shadow, then it unfolded. It was too tall for the room, but it didn't bend. Its body just fit anyway. Limbs stretched thin, joints wrong, skin pulled tight over something that didn't match human shape anymore. Its face, no, not a face, a suggestion of one, like something had tried to copy a human and stopped halfway through. Its mouth opened, too wide, and inside, more mouths, layered, whispering. "You let me in," it said. Eli shook his head violently. "No, I just got here. I found this place." The thing took a step closer. "No," it said softly. "You crawled here." Images hit him, not like memories, like wounds reopening, snow up to his chest, screaming for help, a voice answering from the trees, not human, but familiar enough. "Eli," following it, because it sounded like someone who cared, because it sounded safe, because it sounded like food. "I didn't," Eli choked. "You did," the thing said, "and then you learned." The hunger sharpened. It wasn't just in his stomach anymore. It was in his bones, in his teeth, in his thoughts. Everything felt edible. Eli's gaze drifted to his own arm. The skin looked soft, warm, alive. "You see it now?" the creature whispered. "That's the truth of you. I'm not like you." Eli said, but his voice cracked. The thing tilted its head. "You are me," it said, "just earlier." It stepped closer, and Eli realized it wasn't casting a shadow, because it was his shadow. The creature reached out. Its hand, if it was a hand, hovered just inches from Eli's chest. "I remember when I fought it too," it said, "when I thought I was still human." Its fingers pressed into him, not breaking skin, just sinking, like Eli wasn't solid anymore. "And then," it whispered, voices overlapping, "I tasted." Eli's mind snapped. He saw it, the cabin, the body, not his, someone else's, frozen, helpless. And himself, crouched over it, eating. "No," he gasped. "No, no, no." "You were starving," the thing said gently. "And I was starving too." The creature leaned closer, their faces inches apart. "I didn't make you do it." A pause, a smile stretching wider. "I just made sure you wouldn't stop." Eli's stomach twisted violently. His jaw ached, his teeth sharper. The scratching on the walls suddenly made sense. Not counting days, counting meals. "I don't want this," Eli whispered. The thing's many mouths whispered back. "You will." The cabin creaked, the walls pulsed, and Eli felt something inside him. Shift, stretch, break. The last thing he heard before everything went quiet was his own voice, from somewhere outside his body, calling his name. "Eli." Days later, search teams found the cabin. They said it shouldn't exist on any map, said no one had reported it, said the inside was wrong. There were no bodies, no signs of struggle, just scratches, hundreds of them carved deep into every surface, and in the center of the room, fresh ones, still bleeding sap, spelled out carefully, slowly, like something had taken its time learning how to write again. "I remember how I taste," and beneath it, a second message, messier, hungrier. "I hear my name again.